Rupees, a red ball, and a dream to conquer the world. The untold story of Dilip Jajodia. It was a cold night. The streets of London were filled with chilly winds. All around were unfamiliar faces, a fast-paced life, and one young man walking silently with an old suitcase in hand and a world full of dreams in his heart. In his pocket, only £5, roughly 500 rupees by today's standards. No big name behind him, no family backup, no job offer from any company. Everything was uncertain. But within him was something that only one in millions possesses: passion. At that time, no one knew that this very boy would one day create the red ball that, once held, would turn a cricketer into a hero in the eyes of the world. But he already knew that his journey would not be easy. And that very day, he made a decision. There's no looking back now. Today, we'll dive deep into this story. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you're always the first to get updates on our latest videos. Now, let's begin today's story without any delay. Amidst the hustle and bustle of London, where everyone was chasing their own dreams, this young man was walking in a completely different direction. His name was Dilip Jajodia, a simple yet passionate Indian hailing from a Marwari family in Rajasthan. His family had a basic understanding of business and some modest resources. But Dilip made a firm decision. He would carve out his own unique identity. And that decision changed the entire course of his life. His father used to supply uniforms to the British Indian Army, which gave the family some distant connections in England. But instead of taking advantage of that, Dilip chose to make his own mark, relying solely on his efforts. His first job was with a modest insurance company. The salary was minimal, but Dilip's mindset was anything but ordinary. Every day after work, he would pass by cricket stores in the streets of London. He loved cricket deeply and slowly realized that behind this sport was a massive untapped market, especially in England, where cricket wasn't just a game but a deep-rooted cultural tradition. He began to feel that this sport had something that could be understood, nurtured, and transformed. That's when his eyes fell on an old, slowly dying company called Dukes, owned by Morant. In 1973, gathering his courage, he decided to buy the company. He had no experience, no mentor, but a deep belief in his heart that he could do something big. The beginning was anything but easy. The company had aging staff, worn-out machinery, and a bleak sales outlook. But Dilip rolled up his sleeves and began fixing every little detail with his own hands. He worked relentlessly on improving product quality, took feedback directly from players, and slowly began steering the brand toward a new lease of life. Morant was a company that made cricket pads, helmets, and other protective gear. Dilip focused on making these products lighter and more durable. His ultralight batting pads quickly became a favorite among top cricketers. Legends like Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar, and MS Dhoni have all used his products. But from there, Dilip began to dream even bigger, of creating a ball that would become the very soul of the game. And that's where the journey of the Duke's ball began. At the time, there was a huge disparity in cricket ball quality across the world.
But in England, the Duke's ball had long been the traditional choice. It was known for maintaining its shine, seam, and shape throughout long matches. But behind that consistency was a hidden Indian touch, the passion of Dilip Jajodia. Dilip didn't just take over the Duke's brand, he transformed its quality to such a level that cricket boards across the world began adopting it. Today, the Duke's ball is not only used in England, but also in West Indies, Ireland, and several other countries' test series. And the most remarkable part is that Dilip still personally inspects every single ball. He polishes them by hand, checks the seam, and ensures nothing falls short of perfection. Earlier this year, during the India-England Test Series, the Duke's ball became a topic of debate. Players noted that the ball was softening earlier than usual, making it harder for bowlers. But Dilip responded with a powerful and insightful remark. Today's bats are heavier and far more powerful. If we make the balls harder, bats will start breaking. That reply didn't come from a businessman. It came from an artist deeply connected to his craft. For Dilip, the Duke's ball is not just a product, it's an emotion. He believes that the ball is the very soul of cricket. If the ball isn't right, the entire game loses its meaning. That's why he personally inspects every single ball, examining its seam, shine, and even the needlework stitching with his own hands. And perhaps it is this passion that has made the Duke's ball the gold standard of Test cricket today. Dilip Jajodia is now the owner of not one, but two major companies, Morant and Dukes. Together, these companies have an annual turnover of over 1,000 crore. Their products aren't limited to cricket alone. They're also used in sports like hockey and rugby. Yet, despite it all, most of Dilip's time is still dedicated to the Duke's ball. Because that is where his identity lies. That is where his dream lives on. According to media reports, Dilip Jajodia's total net worth is around 150 crore. But in his own words, "My true wealth is when a bowler takes 5 wickets with my ball, or a batter scores a century. In that moment, I feel my hard work has paid off." So much wealth, such immense success and global recognition. And yet, Dilip lives a remarkably simple life. His home in London is modest, and his office is located right next to the factory. He still drinks tea with his workers, sits beside them to polish balls, and personally checks the details of every shipment. He says, "If I don't do it myself, this craft will die." Dukes is not just a company, it is my soul. This story is for every young person chasing their dreams, those who may not have money but carry an unshakable determination, those who believe that if there's fire in the heart, no force in the world can stop them. Dilip Jajodia has proven that even if someone goes abroad with just 500 rupees in their pocket and builds a brand that shines in the world's biggest stadiums, that's not a miracle. It's the result of sheer hard work and unwavering passion. So the next time you watch a bowler shining the ball during a test match, take a moment to remember, behind that ball is the dedication of an Indian. An Indian who brought his tradition, his craftsmanship, and his conviction to the world stage. A story that reminds us no dream is too small. All it takes is the courage to turn it into reality.
Has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.